Projects exist everywhere in our lives, including development projects, personal projects, business projects, educational projects, infrastructure projects, capacity building projects, technology projects, innovation projects, and research projects. Millions of projects have been undertaken in the past, and there will be more in the future. Basically, it is projects that got us where we are today. One of the main objectives of the project was to be one of the busiest airports with a projected passengers of 45 million annually. The airport's feasibility took 15 years, and it took 5 years to build the airport. The initial opening date for the airport was planned for October 30, 2011. It took around 30 years for the airport after initial planning to begin operations in October 2020, after a troubled project marred by scandals and delays. In this article, we use a simple framework to discuss what went wrong with this project and the lessons learned from the project. Stakeholders: the federal government of Germany, the state of Brandenburg, the city mayor, the citizens of Berlin, the workers, and 2 Berlin airports were the stakeholders. The more the number of stakeholders, the higher effort required in change management and communication matters. In addition, there are a few stakeholders that will be satisfied if the project does not succeed. We can assume that some stakeholders didn't mind delays. Communication is a crucial task when executing a project. The city's mayor, who was the project's sponsor and the chairman, was accused of pretending that no problem existed in the construction, even after the situation became worse. A lack of acknowledging the situation showed an impression that there was no need to take action. True project leaders are not afraid to address the bad news and to communicate straight ahead. Scope changes. The project had significant changes to its scope. Mr. Schwartz seized the increase in the forecast for air traffic and asked to add south and north piers, enlarging the space of the floor. Later, he asked to add to the plan a second level for food courts. Quality checks test and ensure the desired outcome. Reports show that 66,500 defects were identified, 34,000 were significant, and 5,845 were critical. Alarm systems were not built in compliance with the building codes, and smoke excavators were wrongly placed. Significant reconstruction was planned to remedy disastrous results. The project serves as a caution tale for large projects, highlights the need for leadership, effective project management, strict control on quality, transparency of communications, and effective stakeholder engagement to prevent high-cost overruns, construction issues, and delays. The failure of the project started from frequent changes to leadership, poor planning, lack of accountability, and scope creep, emphasizing rigorous controls and a unified process to make decisions and avoid disasters in future projects. 4 lessons from the Berlin Brandenburg Airport project, FAQs. Why was Berlin Brandenburg Airport built? The airport was built to expand functional and developmental requirements and replace old airports. How long does it take to build Berlin Airport? The airport received its license to operate in May 2020 and was opened for traffic on 31 October 2020. Who designed the Berlin Brandenburg Airport? The airport was designed by GMP architects. How much did the Berlin Airport cost overrun? The cost overrun of the project is staggering. The project needed an additional billion euros until 2020, costing 900 million. The total project cost soared to 6.5 billion